you're the...
Yes.
We're the Nameless. We've been waiting here forever.
Is this your...
It's called...
I apologize for...
Just...
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of Fistive.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey,
Has done.
Oh, no.
If someone had reserved...
That's strange.
Then what should we do?
No.
Well... what can I get?
Anything you recommend.
Then I would recommend...
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is...
As long as you're satisfied.
Let's give the memo keeper another half system.
The situation is unclear. It's unusual for the followers...
Actually, as you know, isn't there a saying among...
talking.
Well, with that Acheron...
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating a galaxy?
I'm not in...
Anyway, unless the
Maybe it's people do stupid things out of... But eons don't.
You think she...
It's much...
But in my opinion...
Oh. So you're saying that...
Exactly. I believe the purpose... It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself.
I don't know what you've been through. That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to just in case. I have a backup plan if the memo keeper doesn't show up.
You sure have a lot of cards.
Well, going back... By the way...
What's your plan?
It's simple.
No need for that.
Wait.
Are you leaving, esteemed guests?
Huh? As...
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated.
Looks...
Oh, I'll be waiting for you on the astral...
No mistake. That's her message to you.
Well, looks like we took it...
You're back?
Oh.
2 guests?
Yeah, or 2. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral...
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only...
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that.
Finally, memo keeper. Well, let's go.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name, I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm...
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals. Namely, all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something? How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk about trust.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
Ranger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat and seems to be telling the truth.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Heng. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed, I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods haven't abandoned us yet. So, how long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. Years and decades passed. And in the end, such hope. Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist. Well, mortals who walk the paths are like saints, and for some,
Like,
sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstriders, they emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. They were once my dear companions. A group
are you watching over them?
watching over them? No. It was a brutal war. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were heroes in their time. As for me,
But you know, these sin-thirsters,
does this seem point? Will some tasks have to be done?
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been...
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to ordinary souls, right? Thank you, stranger.
Before we part ways, It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem if this is what the departed ones expected.
A good question. What I do know is that one day, someone will stand at my grave.
When I appeared as a child, as I grew into adulthood, I left.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed.
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade. Out of...
Do you sincerely...
Yeah.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Oh.
Are you willing to accept the... Very well. Show your dedication and good...
Oh, praise Sheepy.
Next,
I hope...
rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us. As long as you are sincere, absolution will be granted.
Oh, great. You know,
I see.
My children were starving, but the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to see.
Oh, thank you.
Next,
Hey! Long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most...
I have sought their presence with us.
Sure. Let's just get this over with. That's it. Nothing more.
Do you seek to atone for your sins through...
My sins? Well, starting to sound like a saint, huh? You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Huh? Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Those dream chasers might be fooled by your act, but don't fool yourself. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the harmony.
Oh, revered triple-faced, who can judge this? Who can vouch for the weak? Who can comfort the... If the strong defending, then...
Brother? Brother, are you...
I'm... fine. I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellaron does pose a grave threat...
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant...
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so even if the negotiation does not go smoothly, I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chordmaster, the Harmonious Choir would not arrive, and the Charmony Festival would be just a grand performance, and...
I'm relieved. You know, since...
The Dream Master rarely...
Let's hope we...
Indeed.
It's about time. We'll have...
Don't worry. I'll be...
Oh, dear. It's Mr. Sunday! Hey! Come...
Miss...
If I just... But it's fatal...
Selling everything?
Right? It's better to be...
Is this...
Oh, see you around, Mr. Sunday. And, it would...
What's up, sister?
This is the land the man we ran in, even those sweet dreams...
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means, however, value doesn't come out of thin air. And there's a limit.
Are you suggesting that this is not how the...
Exactly. But, ironically, the survival of the fit. No tragedies exist here.
Perhaps that man...
Yes. See it.
Glad to meet you again, Robin.
It's going...
You're too kind, Robin. I can't stand being lonelier.
But if this one...
Nan, every day you get...
But...
That's exactly only in this week. And I wish you a... That's exactly why I don't plan...
Seems like that guest's perspective did...
She had a valid...
What you're trying to...
Well...
However...
No. In the paradise... The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking.
Oh, Rob? You're right.
A philosophical...
Oh, not at all.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, and then? They have. My physical body, my true appearance.
So...
My world has been...
that old man's story.
That's precisely what...
However...
There will be a way out.
Look what we have here. A lovely young lady. Wait. Brother, what a
Show yourself.
I've heard that a skilled mass fool received an invitation too.
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little...
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much. You should be thanking me. Because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess... Penacone...
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family.
The Charmony Fest... I don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. Penacone, the land of the dreams. Is this truly the paradise you desire?
Stop it.
What's the rush, chicken wing boy?
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
All right. I'll go. But Robin, do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness? Well, I've done my part. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And it'll be through.
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon. Let's wait here for the Dream Master.
Okay. Seems like a lot of...
Well...
But that someone doesn't... The paradise in our dreams... It shouldn't be like... Penacone is nothing more than...
Remember the old man we met earlier?
That might be true. That path may have been... Is Penacone granting these...
Well, don't forget that the future for humanity... Do you remember how we took...
Yeah.
Well, shortly after you left...
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky. Even...
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few extraordinary individuals. That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen eon?
That's just... sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival,
Everyone is equal.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you...
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about this. If I could become a Chord Master, I'd like to summon...
I see. Then, I would summon the harmonious
Don't you...
Of course I do.
Then, let's build a stage there.
It's a...
Yeah, it's a...
Maybe.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now...
But pardon me if I sound... Why else would he have chosen? Do you have the numbers?
Oh God,
As I see it, Penacony is our rival's home turf. And we already have we're more familiar...
That's right. As long... But the problem is... So... No... What's that supposed to... So, I heard as long as we... So... to tell you the truth, I had been prepared...
So they're still running this thing, huh?
We'll follow March's plan. Mr.
I'm afraid I will...
Should we ever cross paths again? I'd love...
All right. I'll have to...
And Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support.
We've already come
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze.
Oh, wow! They've really outdone them!
Behold! Here come 4 friends with spirit high and full of... Yes, you...
Excuse me, you 4.
As the last group of contestants...
Would you be open to a brief...
Your journey is long.
The sword and rock!
A knight's head is...
People are pouring in.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, make way. Make way. Coming towards us now is... Allow me to
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko, a nameless from the app.
Can't hide it. Hello, everyone. I'm Firefly.
So it's a bunch of... Grab a bottle of Soul Glass.
Stream 4. Lean forward. This place is buzzing.
That's right. This event is a miniature representation of that time known as the era... Grab a bottle. Nameless. You at once. The dream-chasing, I wholehearted... Ha-ha! That's...
Hello,
Trailblazing into...
I hope that...
Safety first.
Waiting for you. Our hand in the... Those are the...
Everyone, as the Charmony, March and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long and aren't overly familiar with her. It'd probably be better if
Fine by me. Let's... All right. I don't have a problem.
thinking?
We'll split into the assigned group. Stream 4. Gleamable.
Welcome to the school. Now,
The champion's crown awaits you on the stage. Welcome to the arena of action.
competitors, there are a total. It's worth mentioning.
Time is of the essence.
Contestants, as Dream Chase. Save it for your own skin.
Destiny is ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Unworthy. All will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade of moonlight. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Pretty simple.
Stream 4. Congratulate just as you're about. Why? Because.
Isn't this just broad?
To safeguard!
Receive divinity.
Destiny's hand has truly blessed me.
Eternal slip. The dead return!
An elusive foretell. Ill tidings manifest.
Tedious. On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
All will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade of moonlight. Again.
I underestimated you.
Ill fate descends.
Another journey destined for oblivion.
The world kisses me.
The moon shines up.
Let's wait.
Make a wish.
Stream 4. Gleam bold. Congratulations! No matter how
None will take. Oh, dinosaur! Grab a bottle of salt.
Repay.
kill me.
An elusive foretell. Ill tidings manifest.
Stand down. Free will, or was it fate? On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Try harder. Blade of Moonlight, all will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return!
Nowhere to run!
Isn't this fight
Transforming into after an extended in the years that followed. Oh,
looks like we won? Let's hurry up and get to the next stage.
Congrats to... Look at the time!
That red hair...
You'll find out if you have the option to... Now? Dear friends, well, it is said that enter into the world...
If it's a gunfire trial.
Stream 4. Clean hold.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Are we...
There in this... Alas! Oh, brave Hanu, you look like you could... Long time. Oh, listen, but you know... Now, I can't wait.
Let's stay alert and make sure those monsters don't spot us. Look up there! If we can push that thing down, do you think that would do the trick? Finally, that's all the jigsaw pieces. Let's hurry back.
Oh, Ma. Hurry now.
Such... disconnecting from that thing so suddenly has left me feeling slightly disoriented. Is that... What exactly exactly is he talking about?
TikTok! It's
Clocky?
in Dreamville, Clocky is everywhere. Hanu says, battle! Wait! The enemy is at our doorstep! Touch that suspicious-looking TV right now!
So they just... Sheesh. Well, here we go again. Ready? I am...
No, last but break.
But...
Guess what?
The storage room. It's behind the shelves, right? He wasn't lying. There's actually a bazooka here. Now we should have a way of dealing with those baddies. This thing feels just like the Soaring Locust too. Careful. Here we go again.
No, the not-so-unstoppable Hanu has actually fallen! Quickly! Return to the battlefield and seek revenge against the bad guys!
Here we go again.
Oh my! The unstoppable Hanu has been spotted! Everyone, please proceed with caution!
That should be...
Oh my!
Well, that's...
Congratulations to in the final stage. Welcome to the 30th.
forward. Clean the whole
Let's wait and see.
No way, I think I just saw someone.
Make a wish.
Someone extraordinary.
The moonshine.
Are you...
Repay! Behold, this symbol of pure...
Try harder. An elusive foretelling.
Ill tidings manifest. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
You chose the wrong end. You are fighting a gentleman. Put forth all your might.
Again.
Christ.
Try harder.
Bloom.
Save it for your own skin.
Pledge thine
You
loyalty.
can't kill me. Blade of moonlight, all will be revealed in lunar flame. Ready for
Bear witness. Let the duel commence.
destined for oblivion.
I'll see you off. Confess!
How familiar.
Put forth all your might!
Retribution.
Eternal
Fine.
Dead return!
Ill fate descend.
Flesh wound! Rise to the challenge. You are fighting a gentleman. Put forth all your might!
Again.
I underestimated
Free will,
you.
or was it... I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Rise to the challenge. Receive divinity.
Don't worry, it's just a
Repay.
scream.
Bloom.
Save it for your own
Behold,
skin.
this symbol of pure... Let the duel commence.
What do you want to know?
Memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
We don't have much time. In that case, let's make our way to the end. Penacony's really thronging with talent. I hope we make it in time.
Congratulations to the Galactic Baseballer and Firefly on becoming this Scorched Sand Festival's champions! We look forward to their amazing entrance in the Charmony Festival!
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars. On behalf of the organizers, as previously promised, My sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved, both I and the Oak family. We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ultimately, only heroes like yourself. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess a dystopia for the survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise.
That's not—
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, this way, we'll at least know what Welt and Ms. Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
Now let's talk about our tribulations and our final course of action.
You mean to say that for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use the Charmony Festival?
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the
This is... Do you have...
I'd like to ask, did you really...
I would have never thought that this Nameless would point the spear at me. Quite as...
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances...
Dream Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with this...
Sunday, Robin, I've watched you two grow up and know your disposition, the magnitude of Sunday.
I will do as you can.
Robin,
I will do as you...
May thy will.
Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and...
Let us begin. There is nothing else to...
Understood. Question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping...
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself? Always heeding their...
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their...
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than...
Never.
Then, a final question. Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my word...
They have seen your faith, and have endorsed your faith. With this, it can be evidenced...
Just a moment.
What is it, Mr.
I have another question. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The god you both mentioned, are they truly Shipe?
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity under their light. Such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could perfectly harmonize this, if not for the great one, Shipe?
Perfectly harmonize. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this very symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir. Spreading salt later, they fell. The route traversed by this Eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into. Though an Eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony,
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment.
So,
For the sake of our grand cause someday, please afford these two an opportunity to rest.
What?
Sorry, Robin. It's just you.
So, this is the true reason I can't sing? The shadow that envelops Penacony is actually...
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by Xipe. True bliss can only be guaranteed by the one who transcends. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony,
Unbelievable. To think that there would be remnants of the Order.
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss...
Don't worry. I just gave them some time alone to ponder their fates.
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family. Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone, and have been widely observed. Patience is a virtue.
If it is the Order that drove you to...
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing...
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon?
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the... So, come with me.
Huh?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony.
Did you do the same?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more drain. Tuning allows... Now, everyone. From this point on, you will witness the numerous... I believe after... Let's begin. This story happened when later on. That baby bird, we decided to build and it was clear that if we decided that when it reached its destiny... No. I stick to the original plan and build a cage for it and feed. I eagerly await. Interesting. From what I've observed, there are at least 3 predators in that yard that, even if they shy away from humans, these animals are still... As for the choice you made, I am deeply sorry. This story happened when I was It was during that period. He was a dream chaser. He told me he had a plan in place after hearing the dream chasers. I'll tell you the outcome soon. Will you do as I did and try to convince the Bloodhound family, or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds... I look forward to everyone. I'm honored to witness you arriving at the same decision. First, the outcome. He attained major success. After a vote now then. He told me the reason he was in this predicament was because he conspired to usurp the head of the Alfalfa family. When I asked him about his two children, in the end, my heart aligned with the harmony. And the good deed I dared to undertake held no value. As to your choice in the story this time. This story, what surprised me was that the letter contained the usual...
Do you know who?
My sister, of course.
To help you
From what the letter...
Correct.
A stray...
A war has broken. She hoped to...
Is she alright?
If the operation by the eon above...
Those... Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate...
How could this happen?
It's all in the past, likewise. Because this is mere... Would you still support Robin's journey? I am now aware of everyone's stand. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream I know the suffering of being tormented. The turmoil of losing your way. How sorrow, and even despair, set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble...
So what is your definition?
Good question. Human conscious... When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual... Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis that is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract. So allow me to provide a simple example. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing a certain tranquility to return to their souls. And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession. And thus, every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. There would be no need to bear the Miss Firefly. You who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would sure...
It sounds... But...
The cost is minute. Merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it is an escape.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of his... Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep... But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this.
I admit that you are a born leader. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is the want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not. Perhaps in your mind, you... Because I...
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McKalen's...
What is this place?
Does this place ring any...
I don't know.
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed, so I thought, I'm counting on you.
Himeko?
I wasn't sure. Exactly. The question now, we're drawing closer to the truth.
All right, but...
I guess... I'm not entirely sure, but... Let's give it a try.
Wait, you managed to choose the right door?
Weird. If I remember correctly, and hold on.
This could be a case of since this place seemed...
Yeah, then...
Mikhail, so...
I'm sorry.
Anything
Mikhail?
Grandpa?
But we haven't... Could you tell us...
Yeah, sure. He didn't... Every time he...
It appears that this... So, where is your...
He went off... So, where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville?
You and...
Yeah. They follow Miss Mirror.
Sailor?
Could you tell us more about the compass?
The compass?
That's a great story.
Huh? Weird.
Perhaps.
I think... I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain. Look, there it is!
The water resembles every time I...
Have you recalled any?
Yeah, he often...
You know... Hey, don't...
Perhaps every adventurer far...
Yeah, back then.
It seems...
Yeah.
But this raises more. Could this be...
I'm sorry. Perhaps I'll... I wish to share your burden.
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No. We should turn...
Huh? Something feels... different.
Up ahead is... Grandpa's study.
The atmosphere...
Misha! You finally come!
Clocky! Here you...
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that scene?
Yeah. He described how to ensure that everyone on that day. I asked him if I could go...
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. And he said that...
A train?
It's... Then... He said the distant sound of a...
Exactly, Mish!
Yeah.
This is the dream jigs.
Do you remember?
Hey.
Looks like we're just...
This is it. While I spent my... Here, I...
So...
Yes, this dream...
Wait.
Marge.
Yeah? here, right?
Looks like everyone.
The answer lies in the. And when we were in Dreamflux, a mimetic life.
But Misha
That's the key to. Have you ever seen?
Wait.
That's the answer. I should have stayed.
So it's and the whistle you heard.
That's one way to see it. But how about we.
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my truth. I was born on Mikhail Char legwork. If you prefer.
So.
Unfortunately, as for the child, and this.
At the end of the journey. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize.
I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha.
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back, but in the end, you found. If I may apologize, I left my homeland as a child. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to So, if you ask what's left within this, now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you. All I have for you is a story and two gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, and my hat too. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
All right, everyone. Although I don't think anyone will.
Of course.
In that case, then let's proceed together.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step.
Please don't go.
Even without me, you know how. Now go. Board that.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean.
Wait, first tell me.
Yeah.
I know what it looked like before.
Well, it's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. It's.
I see.
But
Don't worry.
where are you going, Leg? I see. The people of us. Don't worry. This is. Farewell, legwork. Don't worry, Mike. Someone has to be at the fore.
Because you're all we have.
But what will happen to Tiernan? We name if I don't come back in one piece.
Where are you going?
Oh,
You answer my question.
relax, Gallagher.
Oh, come on. If you die.
Yes, we'll organize a fest.
So.
Desperate. Make sure to send it.
Misha! Where are you going?
Oh, last night.
Write it down?
Oh,
Of course.
yes. I was a I wanted.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was so. And the watchmaker.
We've arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere. I've traveled far enough.
Oh.
No, I'll stay here. And then...
This is where it ends? You told me.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? Misha? You're acting weird today.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know? Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dream, but don't worry. Whether it's calming, joyful, angry, or sad, all they need is a little nudge to take. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the Trailblaze. Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore, and venturing even further. The Penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to Order. I can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or perhaps the bond between you is so...
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center stage. Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, if you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
Does that mean?
I'm afraid so.
This is weird.
Well, I sensed a strong... That's why he'll...
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, now that we've taken up...
However, a desire they've harnessed the will.
What do you mean?
I believe, Firefly, it...
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring because one of the line
3 times?
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy. So now I've understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it. Only by achieving victory in this battle can we secure a few...
The most terrible
The true death. Where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely in the eternal sweet dream of the Order.
We must do everything we can.
Have you made up your mind?
Yes.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. May we meet again in reality.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams.
I hope you find whatever you seek there.
You mean my...
Silverwolf told me about it. It's such a shame that it's not part of my script.
Well, I want to live. I'm never afraid of death. The odd people die. And I am no exception. We have to choose where we want to rest forever.
Do you exist just to...
Are you not the same, Blade? The end you desire is not... If I were to die now, I would only be a weapon. Though its definition escapes me, isn't this the answer that ordinary people look for their whole lives? The tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription, Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. It will bear the name Firefly. And all...
That's quite unexpected, old man. I can sense that this false sweet... It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Yeah, not just those nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. But in the end, we managed to do it. And now we can find solace. Well, I don't know if... Then I'll be joining you soon, you'll... Let's get together and have supper again. Oh, here's to you. To the imperfect...
It's warm here, isn't it?
It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit is pretty juicy. It becomes... Have you...
Before coming here, I stopped by a place called Orkron. It had barren cliffs and nights lit by bonfires. Burgundy snow would fall from the sky, and when it landed on my tongue, it tasted like raspberries. The flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but it left a lasting impression. Don't worry about it. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face. At least I haven't completely lost my senses and memories yet.
Well, congratulations on Ad. By the way...
No, I had a companion in Orkron. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX. She always said she'd walk a path deeper and farther than Akavilis. She...
Well...
Condolences. I don't need them. The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice and most definitely wanted me to say goodbye with a smile. So...
That's proof that you're grieving.
Or... perhaps...
Afraid.
I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her. Just like all the other days in my life. Most of them have already washed away with the rain, disappearing into an unseen realm. I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too. There isn't much color left. And besides, this faint, warm red, there's almost nothing.
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed, destruction, and...
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, as long as this red color still lingers, I have a chance to fulfill that promise. In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence. And on the other side, I will cut off nihility.
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless is considering how to kill them. But you're right about one thing. After spending so much time...
When will this rain?
Perhaps... when the sun...
Have you heard of a planet named Biari Scamandros, Don Hung? Half an Amber Era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival there. And after that, everyone...
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes. Or... how else?
Because of the nihility, I'm rarely affected by the power of other paths. But somehow I can unconsciously infiltrate them.
I would disagree. Biari Scamandros is not part of the credit system or can... If the family messes with Penacony...
No, they don't.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is impure. The harmony here has impurities.
Do you remember the ancient swarm disaster? Tazerond, the propagation, brought endless havoc to the universe. And it eventually evolved into two paths lost their eons in that war. The propagation and the order. Coincidentally, their downfall is...
Shipe, the harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insectorum, and devoured Anna the Order for unknown...
Holy forgaroni. So you're saying that the two leaderless paths are working behind the scenes?
But I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony. Could it be that the remnant...
I can't say for sure. The Charmony Festival will start soon. There's one thing that...
I have another plan.
Hold on. Are you thinking of using the Jade Abacus of Al...
Exactly. The assistance from the Lawfu Cloud...
Think it over.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions are...
Are you the only one here, my child? The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. This is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the chosen one who...
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you.
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be two suns in the sky.
Do you believe?
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours. And my karma has nothing to do with you.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, The compromise came.
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order. And one of you... Of course, the opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the Harmony.
I have one final question. Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world instead of a city filled with hope and dreams?
It's for just. If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make this.
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron.
Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336...
I shall ascend to the heavens. Bathed in my light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
This is the interior of...
It's quite exhilarating.
And not only that, the entire theater. Even if we're late, let's explore.
Gosh, the atmosphere here is so creepy and unsettling. Even if there's no audience yet, there should be some staff around. Why is it so silent?
Are these puppets?
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Something
There's no other grand...
So Sundays...
My apology. I'm waiting for you behind the curtain. Following the Asdana, history is a mirror within it. Now, let us commence with the... After the Dusk Wars, darkness veiled the sky, and chaos consumed the earth. Enna the Order emerged, destined to restore all existence. That marked the first day. They gathered nebulae and forged them into pigs, thus creating a grand lyre with black and white keys. Strike the white keys, and the sun rose. Strike the black keys, and the moon rose.
The puppets are gathering around the frame. Are they expecting us to enter it? Where are we now?
The atmosphere here. This act is named...
I thought things were...
I genuinely wish to avoid a violent clash with my esteemed guests from afar. Therefore, I've arranged 3 acts before the situation becomes irreparable. Where shall we start our narrative? Well, let's start with the time when Penacony was still a frontier prison. Where shall we start our narrative? Well, in 2147 AD, a prisoner named Hanunu ignited a struggle for liberty and emerged triumphant. IPC referred to it as the War of the Frontier, while the Asdanians dubbed it the War of Independence.
Stream forth, gleam old blades.
true that Hanunu was a legendary hero, but it must be acknowledged that while he bestowed freedom upon the prisoners, he didn't grant them truth. The three nameless stayed on the planet, endeavoring to spread the tenets of Trailblaze throughout the frontier prison. Alas, their efforts proved futile.
Let's build another prison.
Once again, Asdana was engulfed in war, this time the enemies originating from within. The prisoners remained prisoners for the rest of their lives.
I hope you like.
As you can see, freedom permeates.
Prisoners, this is my order.
Hey! Why do we have to fight while enjoying the show?
For I desire not only your enjoyment, but also your assistance in its completion.
Free will, destined for oblivion.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Underestimated. Receive divinity.
Don't worry, it's just
Eternal
a script.
the dead return!
Mind your manners.
Tedious. Ha! Blade of moonlight. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. On the still waters of oblivion.
I'll see them.
Destiny is a
Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
You chose the...
Again.
Retribution will find you.
Don't worry, it's just a
What do you
script.
want
Ready for time.
No one can restrain.
Thus conclude.
This must be, however,
This show is... These puppets... Where are they guiding us this time?
They transmuted streams of stars into inked nibs, creating symbols to be pronounced and counted. They molded stardust into flowing rivers, assigning the righteous upstream and the unjust downstream. Thus, all things were marked, and the world learned to discern between good and evil.
Look! Another frame!
Ode to Fool. This must be the second act.
The surroundings are different from before.
Behold the ensuing tale, a struggle for power. Penacony witnessed the ascent of the 7 major lineages: tree, grass, flower, bird, beast, fruit, and insect. Peace never truly graced Land of the Exiles. The history in this era is rich and intricate, so please allow me to present it in allegorical form. Land of the Exiles was in disarray, besieged by both internal and external perils. Though the 7 major lineages appeared united on the surface, each harbored their own ambitions, leading to ceaseless conflict.
Accountant! are the pillars of this mansion.
The Black Plum family was the first to fall. They withered away in the White Desert event, orchestrated by the Alfalfa family.
You did not serve the old master.
The leader of the Alfalfa family sought to defect to the IPC, trading freedom for survival. However, his eldest son slew him in the name of righteousness and ascended as the new family head.
Stream forth, gleam of old.
The Lambeth family endeavored to extend the silver rail left by the Express, only to be eradicated by the remnants of the swarm, leaving nothing in the unforgiving cosmos. Only when Gopher Wood led the family to land of the exiles and earned recognition from...
Dear outs. I wish.
This is the second act.
But this new master...
Perhaps this is the
Looks like we...
Either I shall. Without a master.
Master is no longer.
This puppet isn't responding.
Master is no longer here.
Once. My former master has lost. Master! Master.
I shall sing for my new man.
Thank you, dear. Need me cast aside.
Get ready. Looks like an...
The snow and the earth teeters on collapse. At the end of the silver universe, the first ones around the rising sun.
Ill fate descend.
Free will or was destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ill tidings manifest.
I'll see you off.
Tedious. Blade of moonlight. Again. Try harder.
Nothing major.
Memories beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Again.
Receive divinity.
Destiny's hand has truly blessed me.
All will be revealed in the lunar flame. Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion. Again.
Destiny. Ill fate descend.
Alas, it thus concludes...
This is how Panic...
This guy really